Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I stayed up too late.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, we were talking about it, how you
I was watching Evo.
you're tormented by fighting games, like it's in a living nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically the correct way to put it, I think.
Yeah, just no.
They were
Don't-
inescapable.
You were imagining yourself running in the middle of the two characters and go, stop the violence, stop it,
Stop fighting now, please. You're hurting each
You're
other.
hurting each other. Please stop.
Heihachi is back.
Yeah. Wait. So
Heihachi is alive. He is not dead.
So did he come up to the bear and was like, "Give me that," and he took the shirt off of him and the bandana that he had? Or no.
That's Kuma's now.
He's a lieutenant of Heihachi. But yeah,
He survived the volcano again. They threw him in.
Mm-hmm.
He came right back out. As usual.
Maybe they should try something else, like just shooting him with a gun or something like that.
That wouldn't work.
Okay. A nuclear bomb, maybe? Like, would that work?
I guess, but at that point, it's like, are the amount of lives you're killing by killing Heihachi worth it then?
Yeah, but no, you just give an invitation to, like, in the middle of Nevada desert as a you set up a little like mock arena, you know, like it's like instead of
he's
nuclear...
the one that runs them, dude.
Yeah.
He's the one that runs the tournaments.
Well, you know, you get the CIA on it or something. I don't know. It seems the Tekken world is really... I feel like not a lot of people are trying to stop the evil that's happening in the world. I feel like they're like, we could do something about this, but we're just going to fight instead. We're just going to...
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
There's like a whole world war with them trying to stop Heihachi Mishima.
Yeah, but it's like they're
And
not trying
Kazuya.
hard enough. Like I said, they're not trying hard enough. You know?
A whole world war isn't trying hard
Yeah,
enough?
because they're like when I saw you playing the new Tekken game, you were doing like the beat 'em up segments where you run around, you kill like a bunch of goons and stuff, and they're like, instead of shooting you, they're like coming up to you and trying to punch you. I was like, what's going on here?
Not all of them. The ones with guns are shooting you.
Yeah, but I guess, you know, they have to... Why isn't there development of weapons that could take you, you know? Why isn't that the research put into that, you know?
There is.
Whatsoever.
That's what Lee does in the story. He has Violet Industries
okay.
where he like creates battle suits and weapons and shit.
Which don't work eventually, basically just don't
And
work.
it's more like the issue is that there is like infinite potential for people in this thing.
So it's
So you can make a gun that will kill a guy, but eventually a guy will train hard enough to be faster than the gun.
I get it. So you need to find
You'll
a guy.
have a guy. You'll make a gun that can kill a guy, but then Feng will turn up, and Feng can literally punch a storm into submission. Like he's on a plane and he jumps and he does like a gigantic super kick and it ends the storm. He destroys a tornado.
It just feels like it's a nightmare world to live in.
It
honestly.
is, of course it is.
Like
It 100% is.
Which
dude.
one is worse than Street Fighter? You know, the one where you can like there's like, you know, like especially the new one with the hub where you can basically beat up anyone you want.
No, because they're having fun
attacking.
in that. They're explicitly having fun.
Okay.
Everybody in Metro City wants to fight.
Okay,
and have fun.
I get it. Okay, I get it.
It's enjoyable.
It's consensual, basically.
Yes, but the thing is, in Tekken, you might just be chilling, and then Devil Jin will fly around the planet and blow up your house, and then you'll die. That's what happened to Miguel. Miguel's storyline is that on the day that his sister was going to get married, that's when Devil Jin came out and went crazy and destroyed killed like 1 million people or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Miguel's sister was one of them. So Miguel is like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to kill Jin then. I have to find this Jin guy and kill him because he murdered my sister. And then the plot of Tekken 8 is how Jin is the only person who can save the world. Guess who's not in that game? Miguel.
Okay. Okay. Well,
They're not putting him
you know,
in.
it's like, you know, you gotta forgive and forget sometimes, you know. You just
You do, just like the boys.
sometimes you just gotta, you know, someone is just so
You know?
useful, you know, and they're so skilled that you just gotta, you know, let them do whatever they want to do, you know.
Sometimes you've murdered lots and lots of people, and then had sex with like the offspring of the people you murdered, and you feel so bad about it, so you go to prison for like a week, and then your friend makes a speech about how, you know, all got to stop being so angry and just talk to each other more. And then you're like, you know what? I forgive myself for all of the murder.
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, okay. So you just forgive yourself for it. Okay. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
be
good.
like Frenchie. You just forgive yourself at the end. And then Kimiko turns up and says, "By the way, let's have intercourse."
No, they don't. You don't see the penetration. You just see them kiss.
But they're both like kind of weird.
It's implied. Okay, I get it.
You know, they were like doing stuff while all the stuff after that scene was going down. You know,
yeah,
like just lightly with each other.
At
least that's what I was thinking about the entire time. I kind of didn't know what happened with the rest of the episode because I kept thinking about it.
You were stuck on that.
Yeah, I think Butcher turned up and he had like a worm or something.
You know,
I don't know. I
V transmitted disease of some sort.
Dude, that's what they should have done instead of like. That would have been so easy instead of just like, because they know he likes breast milk.
Yeah, they just poison his breast milk.
Just get like a lady to do the firecracker thing of inducing milk production.
Yeah,
breast milk production. Load them up with the virus. It doesn't affect them because they don't have the vor, but they can carry it.
Yeah,
he's drinking the milk. Bam, he's done. He's cooked. It's so easy. Why are they having any trouble in the
like
boys
the
universe?
thing about it is that like I really like I feel like the show itself kind of went downhill a little bit.
The boys spoilers 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Sorry. But Butcher wouldn't care about spoilers if he was talking about it, and we're like, Butcher, why? But that's the thing. It's like I feel like
who gives a toss about spoilers, Yuri?
You're such a nerd about spoilers. But I feel like the show kind of I liked from the beginning, like the beginning, especially the first season, then kind of working out ways to kill superheroes. That was a cool thing.
They did that once this season.
Yeah, they did it once, and it wasn't
they
even
had
like
the guy who stretched, and Butcher like did some.
Yeah, you don't get to see it. He goes and he blacks out, and he
no. Before that, you do get to see it a bit. He's stretching around, and he like hit him with some was it like a fire extinguisher or something? Some kind of liquid nitrogen type thing that like froze his arm and he smashed it.
He was using a fire extinguisher, you're right.
But then he started choking him out and he went worm mode.
Yeah, but it wasn't a worm mode. But he wasn't, the thing is that it wasn't like kind of planned, you know, like it wasn't like that's what it seemed like the boys are, right? They're like these guys that are like...
They figure out the weakness of the superhero.
They use like their... CIA training basically,
and that was pushed to their limit this season as they needed to find a way to. They needed to find AOC's weakness.
Yeah, I know.
How do we kill her? How do we well, I can't remember her name. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Either way, they spend the whole season being like the vice president. They spend the whole season being like, what's her one weakness? What's her one weakness? They don't even really find out. Butcher just turns up and rips her in half with the worms, and it's like. Man, it seems like the whole thing was like she has some level of like indestructibility, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess Butcher his worms are really, really strong.
Yeah, the V worms. Like that's the thing. It will be, I guess, the interesting part is like,
and he didn't kill the kid, even though the whole caveat is that he has worm powers now because he's going to kill every superhero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he was like, just leave the kid to be unconscious over there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, exactly. That was a bit weird. They just took her to a different, like the like orphanage for gifted like V kids or whatever. I think I
did the boys, did they just leave her there, or did
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's very
they
kind
take
of vague.
her? Like, oh,
yeah,
let's go take her to the orphanage.
yeah, exactly. It felt really kind of like what is it called? Like untalked about,
Unceremonious.
basically. Yeah.
It's just kind of like a wrap up. Like, yeah, let's just put her in a home.
We have to do something with the kid. Just do a scene where they're like walking her to the orphanage. For,
she
like,
only
the
existed
kids.
as motivation for the vice president lady.
Yeah.
And now that she's dead, it's like, well, we don't.
Yeah, we don't.
She
need
doesn't
her
exist as a character otherwise. So
yeah,
get her out of there.
yeah, and
her
yeah,
in
the
a box.
finale for it was really kind of it's just very. Yeah, I don't know what else is gonna happen. Basically, after from the show, it doesn't feel like it's really.
Well, you'll find out here today on Dead Ensigns #1, the Boys fan podcast. We talk everything about the boys.
We're renaming ourselves.
How many times next season do you think Huey is going to be sexually assaulted?
Yeah.
Right in. I think they're gonna up it tenfold.
Yeah, they got
twice an episode.
Yeah, we're renaming ourselves to Dead Boys podcast.
Yep. That's weird. That's a strange name.
We really want to get accidentally
Boy Ensigns.
Boy Ensigns.
Boy Ensigns.
Well, you know.
Who's your favorite The Boys?
The boy, my favorite The Boy is technically the Changeling, because they kind of became the boy at some point, you know, because they were pretending to be Annie, you know. So that's my favorite The Boy out of all of them. Yeah, what's your favorite The Boy?
Probably
you, because like you basically Huey
probably
is
the main girl in Gen V.
Oh, okay.
Is my favorite of The Boy.
Yeah,
I don't know who she is because I haven't seen the show.
seen the show. Yeah, me
but
neither.
I think if I were to watch it, she would probably be my favorite The Boy.
Actually, my favorite The Boy is Huey, because he's an insert of me in the show as a.
He is kind of like a nice
He's a very,
face that you can put yourself onto. Like, yeah, this is how I would be in The Boys universe.
He's kind of what do they call, like, isekai kind of character, where he's just kind of, you know, I'm not really sure why he's on The Boys, like why he's on the team, honestly.
Because he had the passion to want to stop.
Yeah, but he
Soups.
doesn't have any sort of CIA training whatsoever. It doesn't, like, that's the thing. It's like he doesn't fill a role within the team, right?
He's the every guy. He's the odd job guy.
Oh,
but he's also the like,
he can fit in a vent. That's what
he's the democratic one.
Oh yeah,
he's the, because you can't. You're gonna have otherwise you have three people trying to like convince somebody to do something without beating them up.
Yeah,
you got Insane Butcher, who's like very neurotic.
Yeah,
and then Frenchie, who's French.
Yeah, and he doesn't take side. Yeah, he just gives up immediately.
He like fucking does a bunch of drugs. So you need somebody like Huey who's like, let's just talk this out, everybody.
Yeah,
and they can look at him and go, yeah, I don't think this guy's trying to trick me.
Yeah, he's so humble and kind of weak looking that I'm not in danger.
He's so feeble.
He's not able to take my position within the hierarchy of The Boys.
He can't beat me.
Yeah. Like, that's what Huey could have just walked into, like, the, you know, V Tower or whatever they call it, you know, Vogue Tower, and go like, yeah, I'm the CEO, and people were like, well, sure, because like,
it'd be like, he's got a lot of gumption.
Yeah, but because they'll be like, you know, he is the CEO, but I'm still alpha in this sort of thing, you know? He's just the CEO in title. I'm the...
I mean, that is kind of essentially what happened, though, with Ashley. She's the CEO, but Homelander is the one who's, you know, actually...
Yeah. But, you know, Homelander is an invincible killer that can kill you immediately.
Huey's
in the blink of an eye.
Invincible by circumstance.
Invincible, the show. The other show, the animated show.
The animated one, which is worse because it's for children.
Yeah,
The
that's
Boys is for
true.
adults.
That
Live
is very
action.
much true.
It's real. They used cameras and people for it.
I like the scene where there's the clone guy eats his own asshole out. Assholes, multiple assholes. That was very funny. That was awesome.
That was cool. I liked the bit when the spider guy kept like shitting web out every
Yeah.
like 5 seconds,
Yeah, it
and
was
he kept being like, "Oh, sorry, oh, oh, sorry," because he was nervous, and it's funny because he's
What?
shitting.
Or what other vaguely sexual things can happen? I guess in the next season.
Well, yeah. What kind of superpower can we spin?
To make it like sexualize it in a weird way.
A guy who can fly fast.
Yeah.
So he jacks off in the sky, and then he flies down underneath the jizz, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
It lands on his face or something.
I can just imagine a guy that shoots, really fast, and it kills people by, achieving
that'll be,
orgasm. I
you
think that would be
that'll
a pretty good one.
Well, they have the long dick guy. They brought the long
Yeah, I know.
dick guy back.
But the thing is that the ironic part is that he's the only one that's going to be able to kill Homelander. Is that that guy with the penis gun, and there's gonna be an entire season about trying to get this guy to work with them,
It's basically a repeat of Soldier Boy, but instead of it being like a Captain America guy, it's a dude who can shoot guns really
fast,
powerfully.
and kill Homelander.
Homelander.
Yeah, exactly, But that's
we'll see.
We'll see.
Although my main worry is that I'm gonna have to watch the next season of Gen V. I don't want to. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch the first one.
Yeah, I was also thinking that the next season of The Boys is going to be Gen V. So I'll probably, even if I want to know what the fuck is going to be happening, I'm going to have to watch the first season, I guess, because I still haven't watched
watching that shit, bro. I'm not watching that shit. I was already a little bit like, I don't want to watch it for even the tiny bits that are supposed to leak into this season of The Boys. Now there's another year where there's a good chance that a lot of Gen V stuff will be important in The Boys. Oh man, no thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I know I said the main character in Gen V is my favorite, the boy, but I can't. I don't want to watch that show. I don't even have a good reason or anything. I just don't want to.
It's just
I don't have any specific reason.
I don't want
just
anything.
Kind of like I don't want to watch it. I don't feel like it.
I don't want to remind myself of university or like college, so that's why I don't want to watch it.
Here's the reason why I watch The Boys. Is because Homelander and the Seven are really entertaining.
Yeah,
they're very funny.
Deep and
it's funny to watch
the new noir.
Like super powerful, petulant children. It's funny. It's entertaining. That shit's not in Gen V. I don't care. It's all like teenagers talking about how stuff is on fleek while they kill people with their superpowers.
They make TikToks killing people. They
make a TikTok where they're like, "Here's top 5 things I can do with my superpowers."
Eat my own asshole.
Number 1, eat my own cum and dick and ass.
Yeah.
Number 2, I can have as much ice cream as I want.
Well, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a while, and I wonder what other what other political stuff are they going to cover in the new season? The new season.
Well, hey, they've
Boys?
already got a plethora, man. They got Trump assassination.
Yeah.
They had to change the name of that last episode because it had the word assassination in it. And I know what you're thinking. Doesn't The Boys love talking about and making the conservatives angry?
Yeah.
With its politics. You're right. They said they do. But then they in the pursuit of civility, they decided, let's not piss anybody off.
Yeah.
Let's change the name of this one to season 4 finale or whatever. Season 5 finale. I can't remember what season this is.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
3? I don't know. Fuck it.
It's not 3.
Is it not 3? Fuck.
Are you insane?
All of this shit is like melts together. Like
It
all
does a
these
bit,
like
yeah.
Every
time a new Boys season comes out, the only things I can barely remember what happened in the last season.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it feels a little unremarkable.
Yeah, it feels like you only remember like the first season.
Oh yeah, they
and
got
then
Ryan back. Okay,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
nothing else after that. Basically.
Next season, I'm gonna be like, where was the lady, the CIA lady who wanted to get Ryan? And then I'm gonna be reminded, oh yeah, she died stupidly in the finale.
You're
I
gonna be
forgot.
like, where
She had probably the dumbest like set of dialogue on this whole show, where it's like, why are you talking like this? Why are you making these decisions right now?
Yeah.
Why is this what you're like? I think this is the way to go with trying to convince Ryan to.
Yeah,
to
it's
stay
like
with us.
the least like fucking like they basically like their arguments were like, you just gotta stay. Like that was literally the only thing.
It's like, here's 8
nothing
different world-shattering truth bombs for you about your dad being evil, just unrepentantly evil, and also you have to be the one to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So please stay here. Do you feel like it? No, I don't want to. Well, I'm gonna have to gas you. Sorry.
And,
That's the only alternative, because we just gotta give it some time. This show is still fun enough. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's the last season next. I'll watch it.
The concept of it is just too alluring, basically, as a piece of entertainment.
It's just very entertainingly edgy enough where you're like, yeah, superheroes are stupid. Let's have the Teen Titans, but they are all like having gay sex or something. Wow. Yeah,
they already had that.
And then Butcher turns up and he goes, "Oi, what are you lot doing?" And then he beats him up.
Yeah,
and he's like, "This has nothing to do with you being homosexual.
Yeah,
it's simply because you're evil superhero."
Yeah, I'm just a psychopath, you know.
I remember I read like the first 2 volumes of the comic, and I was like, this shit sucks. I'm not even like a Garth Ennis hater. I kind of I like Preacher. I read his the Punisher stuff. It was funny. He fights a bear. It's cool. I read like 2 volumes of The Boys, and I was like, I don't think I need to read this.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people say is that it doesn't really say much in general, like the comic.
It just feels very mean. It's just very like, not to say you can't be mean about superheroes. Obviously, it's totally fine, but it is just like, it really does just feel like
it's just hate.
I think superheroes. I think Cape comics are stupid and gay and silly, and I'm gonna piss off people by what if the Flash was having a gay sex with a guy?
Yeah, and he was doing it really fast and kills him. Yeah,
my super awesome trench coat characters.
Yeah, I
turn
know.
up and
It's
beat them to death.
It's like just like ordinary big guy comes around and like, yeah, it's so weird.
Well, because in the comic they take special
right?
special power syrup injections to beat them up. So it's like. It's like
it doesn't make sense.
It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I know.
What are you even rallying against? It's just the fact that like the Teen Titans are having sex with each other. Like, who cares?
But they're being evil about it, okay, Ben.
Like,
you're missing the most important part is that they're being evil about it and they're doing evil things. It's very
funny just how much of the Boys comic is just like, I think Cape comics are stupid. I wish I could blow up the Justice League.
And they all look so stupid in their spandexes, you know?
I think the end of the bit in Russia was where I finished. And the end of Russia bit just ends with like Butcher manages to round up trick 1,000 superheroes into a warehouse, and he just blows them up. And it's like, what did they do?
Maybe if they were, that's the thing. Maybe if they were so stupid enough to be caught like that, maybe they deserve to die. Maybe they didn't deserve to have those powers.
You know what we deserve, Max?
Yeah,
punishment. In the form of Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, the director's cut. It comes out in just 10 days or something.
Yeah, I know. And we have the red letter.
A week and 5 days.
The red letter trailer. R-rated
trailer.
Let's read the restricted brutal, bloody violence and gore, sexual content, graphic nudity, and language. Under 17 requires a company parent or adult guardian.
Let's have a look at the little description here on the Netflix YouTube video. Delve further into the mythology and madness of Zack Snyder's epic sci-fi saga in the viciously sexier, bloodier world of Rebel Moon, Chapter 1, Chalice of Blood.
So stupid.
Excuse me, and Rebel Moon Chapter 2, Curse of Forgiveness. Curse of Forgiveness, it's such a silly name. That's like a Harry Potter book. Harry Potter and the Curse of Forgiveness.
What are these chapters? What the fuck are these?
They renamed the chapters, dude, didn't you know? We talked about this before. They're not this. It's not the Scar Giver and the Child of On Fire.
Yeah, because they didn't make fucking sense.
And also, they sound like young adult novels. Now they sound like edgy young adult novels.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
The Chalice of Blood and the Curse of Forgiveness. In Snyder's director's cut, a peaceful settlement on a moon in the furthest reaches of the universe finds itself threatened by the armies of the Tyrannid. So that's a tyrannical region, Balisarius. I was going to be like, they're really just taking that wholesale from Warhammer now?
Yeah.
And Cora, a mysterious stranger living among the villagers, becomes their best hope for survival. So far, this just sounds like the movie we already watched. Tasked with finding trained fighters who will unite with her in making an impossible stand against the Motherworld. Cora assembles a small band of warriors, outsiders, insurgents, peasants, and orphans of war who share a common need for redemption and revenge. As the shadow of an entire realm bears down on the unlikeliest of moons, a new army of heroes is formed. Okay, so it's the same movie.
Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Yeah. I wasn't they're just summarizing the plot, I guess. So.
All right, put that shit on 0, bro. We're gonna do a live watch.
All right.
Okay. So that shit 0-0.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Count.
I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Go is when you click. All right. Then you at home, you can do the same.
Yeah.
Or not. Up to you.
Choose whatever you want to do.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
I can't wait, bro. I'm so excited for strong sexuality, nudity, and language.
Oh.
Dude, look how beautiful
I haven't
this
seen
looks
this
now.
scene wasn't in, or was it? I don't know.
Oh, a robot with tits.
Robots with tits.
Oh. Oh, the Jedi lady.
Did they have a
scary
filter over
masks.
this movie? Did he add a filter over it?
Yeah, he ran it through
AI just to make movie better.
Just to give it that sheen. Make it more. Make it more.
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, this looks so cool. There's water. Oh, they're flying through space. There's the same guy from the movie.
Yeah.
How do you as an act... Oh, dude, these people again.
Wow,
because last time, that was just in the smoke. Oh, bro, his head exploded.
He got punched and his head exploded.
Oh, the robot is in the rain now?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no, they're stabbing
they
the
showed...
royals.
Wow.
All the blood and the slit throat.
Oh, they're burning...
Look, there's so much blood now. Oh, he's having sex with a weird tentacle.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, guy got ripped in half. Oh, there's sex as well, dude. They're having sex in it. Oh, dude, did you see? It's like the exact same. He gets shot in the head, but now there's a big blood.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so awesome. Now there's sex and blood. Who would have thought?
So you're... Yeah.
Oh, we actually got to see is that the skull that the robot gets?
Yeah.
Are we actually gonna get to see what the fuck is that?
Well, I don't fucking know what the fuck that is.
What the hell?
I don't.
What the fuck? There's a giant lady now?
There's a giant, where Zack Snyder is revealing the fact that he's got like giganticness,
He's got a
like
giant
fetish, yeah.
What the fuck? That's the only thing that really stood out to me is like
The gigantic lady.
there's a giant lady now. All of a sudden, there's a whole scene with a giant lady. I guess it's to be expected given that the movie is now like 3 hours long, like 3.5 hours. for part 1 and then like fucking 3 hours for part 2.
Yeah,
it's a little much. It's a little much. Maybe.
You know, we're gonna watch it in one sitting, of course, absorbing all of it.
We can't do it immediately though. We need to do it the week after.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it's like we don't get it fresh, you know. Although, to be honest, there will be no talking whatsoever from anybody. If you're thinking about how people reacted to the previous Rebel Moon, like the actual, not director cuts, nobody talked about it. So what
do we do if it is good though?
Yeah, I know we're gonna have to call send a letter to Zack Snyder and tell him.
Should we pretend even if it's good and we think it's actually amazing and awesome? Should we just keep up appearances and pretend that it's actually terrible?
We're gonna lose face. Is that what you're saying? If we're gonna make it,
I'm a little worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is the first Zack Snyder movie I see where I'm like, oh, that was actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna feel like my whole life is a lie. I'm gonna have to go back and reevaluate the work of a man who I don't enjoy.
Yeah, this feels like I don't know. Like worried. It's so weird. Like it feels like I know that this is like director cut. You know, it's just like so weird that
quote unquote director's cut.
Yeah, and it's just so much like. It seems like we're getting information, even the trailer that should have been put in the actual cut of the film, like the skull, like
well,
or
the
something
issue
like
is,
that. You know,
Max,
it
is
feels
that
like
they had big blood and guts in them, and sex.
And they had
the fucking and naked robots.
It had a corpse of a deer, and it was like you can't show that.
No. It's all gross.
It's
Families
gross.
will be like, "This is not
cover your
kids.
eyes." Yeah.
But nearly a gang rape. That's fine.
Yeah, Tommy, listen to this.
It's okay. 30 minutes into the first movie.
Cover your eyes because there's a dead deer in the shot.
Don't look.
But yeah,
avert your gaze.
I can't wait. Because we'll also have Gabs on our journey with this, so it'll be interesting to.
Gabs will be with us, and he's watching it for. He hasn't seen the.
Yeah, exactly.
Versions.
We'll have
He'll be seeing it fresh.
We'll have a discussion afterwards. He'll probably not come on, but we can say what he said as you. And I'll do the thing, Ben, where I will channel Gabs, and my eyes will roll back into the back of my head, and I will channel.
Walk into him.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a ward. That's You're
gonna be like the guy from Dune.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the guy from Rebel Moon because we're gonna do this like the guy that has like the puppet, the little alien.
I'm gonna be the big naked lady from Rebel Moon. That's gonna be my favorite character now. Yeah, she's my favorite character now. I think.
Mm-hmm.
She's my favorite. The boy.
Yeah, my favorite character is that medic in the part 2 that was like, "Don't worry, we'll get you there. We'll fix you up. Don't worry." And you're like, "This is strangely weird." It seems like they should be a lot more like from the image that we see of their society should be a lot more like harsh. But it seems like these people are a lot more like human that we think, and it's like, and then they just murder them.
It's like the people are fine, but it's their leadership which is evil. Okay. They have the wrong leaders.
They picked the wrong great men.
Exactly. As we know, that's what I think ultimately Rebel Moon will conclude in its narrative is that the right people become the leaders. Of the people
eventually. Yeah. It's like, it's like what?
They find the magic white girl with the magic powers of talk to animals or something.
And she needs to be a tyrant.
No, she'll
tyrant.
Be good. She'll be good.
But like a good tyrant.
She'll be good. She'll be nice about it. She'll lead people in the right direction. As only a good, just leader. Yeah, because as we know, we do believe in Six Semper Tyrannis, which is tyrants always fall, Yeah. And we should just let them fall. We shouldn't elect them in the first place. Sit back and
let
it rip.
Yeah.
Speaking of tyrants not getting elected, Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We're actually dead then since we're starting our own party. We're not legally allowed, but you can just void your vote by voting for us. Which I don't know if we want that, honestly. For our D viewers, vote.
If you don't vote, it counts as a vote for us.
Oh yeah, true. And you don't want us in power. We'll be like, well, we're swearing you in. We're gonna be 2 presidents too. Like we're gonna. It's like
use
unprecedented.
my power to invent the tentacle alien from Rebel Moon. And then I'm gonna spend the rest of my days with that thing.
With that thing, just like I'm knocking on the door. It's like, and I need help. There's a reason why there was gonna be 2 of us in office because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on my own.
Sorry, brother, I'm in tentacle town.
It's
it's good that he's having weird sex. So you know he's evil.
Yeah, because like that's
the main character is having sex with a man.
Yeah. Maybe it would be weird
the villain
too.
Is having sex
we don't
alien.
realize is that it might be weird, and then it's like, actually, she brings out a tentacle. She has tentacles.
Could be, could be. And there's a sex robot in this movie now, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god! No wonder they had to make a version just for the kids.
Yeah.
They had to remove that. They had to go into After Effects.
Really couldn't miss out on this story.
I bet it's straight up just like that shot is probably in the original version, but they just removed the layer with the CGI.
Yeah, that's
like, tit robot on
true. Yeah, that would be very funny.
And then they just turned it back on.
It would be very, very funny. That's why it lingers for so long, because that fucking stupid robot was supposed to come out of the fucking door. But yeah, that's true. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for a marathon.
I'm excited. We're gonna need to get a lot of snacks, a lot of drinks. Speaking of drinks, I discovered a drink.
You discovered the drink? You made
I went to the Asian supermarket across the street from me.
Okay.
It's not an imported drink actually. It's made in the UK. It's made in York. It's called the Potion Cauldron or something. And they're sugar-free, like fantasy-styled drinks, like sodas.
Yeah,
like cream soda and lemon lime and stuff.
And do they have cool names?
Yeah, the one I've got in my fridge at the moment is a cream soda called Tears of a Wizard.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
Wizard Tears. And the thing is, they're good as fuck. This is a Dead Ensigns Ben recommendation.
We're not sponsored by them.
I'm not sponsored. But I got these and I'm like, this might be the best. It's sugar free and everything. There's no aspartame in it either. It's like different sweeteners, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's like glitter in it.
Oh, okay.
So you're drinking it, and as you move it around and stuff, you're unsettling all of this detritus inside.
Yeah.
And it looks like a potion.
It
looks like kind of shiny. It looks like exactly.
We talked about it so many times, and you've put it out in the world.
I found a way to properly dose myself with microplastics. I'm gonna be clear here. I do not think those are microplastics, and if you're listening to this podcast, creators of this soda,
edible glitter.
I don't know what it is. I assume it's edible. I hope it's edible. If it's not edible, then I've made a couple mistakes.
Not viable for consumption. It says on the can. You didn't read it.
Imagine making it specifically flavored. Like it's specifically this is flavored like cream soda, but you can't drink it.
It's like one of those like things like kids' toys like that have like plastic little toys inside them that like you slosh around and they fall and you just were like delicious and you just crack it open and just
bang
like,
it against my kitchen counter trying to break it open and then pour it into a cup and it's just this like barely even a millimeter of like of liquid. I just
you walk past a weird like kitsch shop and there's a lava lamp. It's like, that looks so delicious.
I'm gonna bring some.
Okay.
When we watch Rebel Moon.
Yeah,
they've got lots of flavors, but the ones at the supermarket, they've only got 2. They've got like a tropical fruit one and a cream soda one, but both are good.
Well,
If you see these in a store,
give them a
pick
try.
them up, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like the thing is it was just such a good sugar-free soda that it felt remarkable.
Yeah.
I was like, this might be the best sugar-free drink I've had.
That'd be really funny if this is like
ridiculous.
the episode that gets picked up by the algorithm, and it's because we're doing an ad, and it's like
Or
it
it
just
sounds
detects
like
that.
we're doing an ad.
Yeah, and it detects it, and it like it's just like
Bumps it up.
dead ensigns, and instead of like known for anything like creative that we're doing, it's like known for
That would be
advertising
crazy.
Wizard Soda or whatever, and that's it, and that's our way to, and then we have to just play along with it forever, you know. We don't get to move on from that, you know. Do the Wizard Soda bit again, we hear on the cons. It's like,
More wizard soda. We want wizard soda.
Ben's got-
We want wizard soda.
type 4 diabetes now from drinking all these Wizard
It's
Soda.
sugar-free!
Oh yeah, that's true. You can't get. That's good. That's a good advertisement point. You can't.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
you can't get diabetes from it.
I had to double check a couple times. I'm drinking it, and it's so sweet, and I'm like, is this shit really sugar-free? I keep looking at it like, apparently it's sugar-free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you
It's
know.
crazy. It was crazy. It just tastes so like such a vibrant
It
sweet
literally
cream
sounds
soda.
like an ad, like what you say. It's
I
like, I
know,
can't believe.
But this is the thing. I just believe so strongly in this product right now, and you should too.
Yeah, and I have like a feeling in my mouth where I'm like, I need to drink something.
Honestly, I feel so strongly about it, I'm not even going to make a fake promotional code bit
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because I feel like I don't want to damage any possible relationship we could have with this brand.
Yeah, exactly.
In the
Maybe.
future, as unlikely it might be, I'm still like, I want him to send me free shit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll
If you send me some free stuff, I'll keep talking about it.
Pay us.
It's so good.
Pay us in soda, please.
I'm fine with it. Hey,
Yeah.
it'll be the most I've ever gotten out of this. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
You think I want to get paid money and then I have to deal with like self-assessment? Like, okay, well, how much do I add this onto how much I get paid at my job? And then it needs to be like taxed differently. I don't want that. Just give me some drinks,
Yeah,
bro.
just,
It's got like, here's a 6-pack.
I
I'm
feel like
thank you.
feel. Although I guess it would count as a gift. Like that's the thing. It's like there is some code where you have it would count as taxable, because but
Right.
probably not in that.
What are they gonna do? Take fucking a fifth of my drink?
Yeah, because like that's the thing about it, is that like no, you just have to pay actual money on it. But yeah, it's tax stuff is weird. Like that's the thing. It's like all these, because like you would think that then, you know, for example, farmers would just pay in grain or whatever for stuff that they need, right? But you can't, because it's taxable even if you pay in a product.
But
rather
what
than
I'm
money.
saying is, I'm not saying we're being. Here's what I think I've misspoke. I'm not saying pay us for an advertisement with soda. I'm simply saying if you send me free soda, I will drink it and I will go, this soda was good as fuck. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying I'll keep talking about it because
Yeah.
to me for free.
Well,
I'm not saying give me reimburse me by giving me a drink.
we don't have a PO
You know?
box, so they can't send you a
No, I
soda.
can't. Hit me up. Hit up the email and just
Yeah.
and we'll talk to you.
We'll
be like, hey,
we'll organize a dead drop where people can leave stuff, and then hopefully someone's not gonna pick it up. You know, like I don't know, under a bridge somewhere.
leave it
you
on
know?
the corner of 5th and Main at
Yeah.
4 o'clock
At 4 o'clock, yeah, exactly. Wear a red shirt, you know, tucked in
with a Star Trek logo
with a
on
Star Trek logo
it.
on
That
it.
says it says on the back, "I'm dropping off free soda for the
Uh-huh.
podcast Dead
Don't-
Ends.
Don't touch, yeah. If you're not dead ensigns, it just
Please
says all
do
of
not
that.
take."
Yeah.
But if you do, make sure to enjoy this delicious beverage that's
This
sugar
wizard
free
tears.
and stylish. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Is it like I guess maybe it's like a low batch, maybe, so it's like craft soda, don't they call
I think
like
it
craft
is.
soda?
Yeah, it's like it's a small. I've not seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's being stocked in that supermarket. I guess somebody was like they must have got sent like
Accidentally bought it.
maybe not even accidentally. Maybe they just got like a little thing saying like brand new soda. They're like, yeah, we'll stock some of that.
It's
Order
in a glass bottle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up. $4.98.
But do you see what I mean? Where it's like it's shiny. It looks like those. It looks like those fake TikTok drinks people make.
Yeah, I like those videos where people make water that isn't water at the end of it because they like put
That's
so
it,
much
because
sugar.
they put so
and
much
stuff
sugar in it.
It's
but
so
this
good.
has got no sugar.
Yeah.
It's sugar free.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it.
I can't
I'm gonna drink
believe
another
it,
one
yeah.
in a bit, dude. It's so good. Only downside is that they are kind of expensive. So
Hercules, your task is to create a soda that's so sweet but has no sugar in it. He drinks it. It's like, I can't believe it, Hercules. You have completed my task.
Soda, son. You are now a true god.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
God of soda.
They should make more ads like that. Then I would be more willing to buy stuff out of ads.
They should make more gods. Like
Yeah.
Roman gods, Greek gods, or whatever.
What do you mean, like just
They're
make
bringing
new
back.
ones?
Just make new ones.
Honestly,
Because
you
the
could
idea
probably
was
start
there
doing
was
it.
one for everything, right?
Yeah.
And we've only got more things since then.
God of TikTok. That would be like
God of iPhone 12s. God of iPhone 12 XL. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's specific.
God of iPhone 13.
Yeah.
Do you think in that scenario, each iteration of a program, like each version,
Windows 11,
has a
Windows
god?
12, yeah, Windows 10?
Or does the singular program itself has a god?
Oh, it's
Or
like
is it one for each
instance?
version? So do you think there's a god of Minecraft, or there's a god of Minecraft version
Java,
like
yeah,
0.5?
Bedrock or whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
edition or whatever.
God of Minecraft Legends.
I feel like each one gets a god because I feel like it'll be more interesting because then people, because like that's the thing about the coolness of like Greek like mythology back in the day. They would just build like temples, you know.
Yeah.
So like. The thing is that, like, then I feel like it would even stimulate, like, the free market on top of that, because then people would build temples for things that they enjoy. Companies get direct feedback, you know? So, like, if your iPhone 11 or whatever has a bigger temple than your newer releases, then you're like, what the fuck, you know? What's going on? What do I need to make that, make the next iteration of the iPhone have a bigger temple, you know, than the previous one? Infinite growth, you know? You could visualize the infinite growth by checking
I
the
guess
size
you're
of
right,
your
Max.
temple.
It never really went away. It's all about worship. All we do is worship our damn phones.
Yeah, we're so deep.
We're so you know, it's like Pikachu's riding my back when I'm playing Pokemon Go. I'm worshipping Pikachu by playing
What?
Pokemon Go.
Is that what does he ride?
You
your
know
back
the
and
image,
pick
that classic stupid phones are bad image of the kid who's like his neck is like all crane and elongated watching Pokemon Go, and there's Pikachu on his
I did not.
neck riding
I
his
can
saddle.
imagine that image, but I haven't seen it before. Yeah, that's cool. You're riding his back. Pikachu is so heavy that he cranks your neck to the floor, and he's been there for so long that it has evolved you. Your skeleton structure has changed. Yeah, that's
All
impressive.
I'm saying is that we should walk to a poll
And we don't. That's the thing. It's
and
like
vote on that thing.
nobody cares about elections outside of US. And
Yeah,
we
like
can't
we had
participate.
one a couple weeks ago. Nobody asked us about it.
Nobody give a fuck. Yeah.
Nobody asked us how we feel.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just like
Bad as usual, obviously.
Yeah,
but, you
of
know, not
course.
that they care.
yeah. But you know,
I just
it's
sucked
not
up
as
and I bought 3 drinks from Gongcha in one purchase for a
yeah.
pig, a digital pig in a video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I was thinking of starting to donate sperm to like sperm banks. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
was thinking that like if I start a blood feud with someone, then I can count on all those kids basically. To
No, you
I
can't.
can recruit them into a blood feud, you know, by
It's risky. Honestly, I think the likelihood of recruiting them is like a 15% at most.
the thing that's pretty good. So if I if my seed spreads wide and you know a lot, you know, plentiful, then I'll have quite a lot of bodies in my blood feud, you know.
But you also need to, here's the thing, you need to make sure that your seed is used a lot, so it needs to be desirable in the first place. Because the whole thing is they get a packet of these, like, they get these, like, files on people like you who are donating their seed, their life essence.
Yeah.
And they can see, he's
power level.
stupid.
The
His
power
IQ's low.
It's so stupid.
He doesn't own a home.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing.
Eats dirt
I
and grubs.
known for eating dirt. I hack the system and I put a different
Hereditary
picture in there
dirt eating.
Yeah. Yeah. And I look like a fucking like a worm, like a grub in the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you know, I would hack the system. I would
hack the planet.
put the Chad meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead,
That's what I'm saying. You need to either lie or hack their system so that
Yeah.
it says IQ of 2 million.
People would be like, "Whoa!" They would open the file and it would like bright light would come out, you know.
Penis size exceeding 12 inches.
Yeah, exceeding
Breast size exceeding D.
It says gargantuan in the
Ass level huge.
Huge, super genius
Style
level, smart.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Drip, not drown. You know,
Metabolism high.
Yeah, unless if you want it
Natural
low.
Hereditary pussy eating.
Yeah, really good at giving head, you know. So
Yeah,
you just
all that stuff.
and you just you know you get so many bodies
And all the
into
families
life.
that are trying to raise the perfect sex.
Yeah, all the like
are
weird
like,
eugenics
here we
people.
go, we gotta go to this
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
We're gonna raise the Uber prostitute.
and that's a good thing about it, is that like they would take all of these, and all of these people tend to, what's it called, like congregate into groups, you know, in the end.
Cool.
So it would be easy for me then to go into these communities and go like, I need your help, you know, this guy like cut me off in traffic, you know.
I feel like that it's detrimental because you've already lied about everything. So you're gonna turn up and be like some schlub, and they're gonna be some schlub, and they're gonna be like, "What happened to all the good genes I was supposed to be getting, huh?
You got all the recessive genes, okay? That's
What
what I would
happened
say.
to all of that style?" Yeah, like you're gonna say that, and they're gonna go, "You did too, motherfucker."
Yeah, I would get. I would.
It's
do
all
the,
recessive, apparently.
Well, sorry about that. You know, you got unlucky.
Yeah, just
and
like,
you got
oops, my bad.
and 1,000
Sorry.
more people got unlucky. You know, because that's the size of my army now. I blockade the mother base of the children. I indirectly sired. You know, an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. I can launch my blood. I can launch my blood feuds from. You know, I feel that's cool. Like I think we should bring back blood feuds, honestly.
I don't think
Like-
they ever really. I don't think they went away.
Yeah,
Maybe on I guess on a cultural level they went away.
yeah. It's
But
just,
I don't think anything is stopping you from having a blood feud.
Mm-hmm. I need to find a good target.
Like that
That's
stupid thing in Star Trek Discovery. You know, what was that called? Aractor or something? The
Oh
green
yeah,
shit?
the thing with the breen. I was
Discovery.
like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's
That
like
they have
the bread
we
with
got
the-
we have a Turok 3 on us.
Yeah, the Turek 3.
The Breen
Crash
Empire
Bandicoot.
has initiated a Turok 2 on me and my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
This
We
shit
have
was
to
so
get
bad.
him the super weapon that doesn't work. No, it
Uh,
can't.
uh,
It's not really a weapon.
Who would be your first blood feud?
Blood feud, more probably Donald Trump. Bleh.
Oh, bro. Okay, let me rephrase that actually.
Keanu
What was the last
Keanu Reeves.
thing that happened to you or that you saw that would make you want to start a blood feud with the person that started it or was involved?
Huh. Rebel Moon, maybe?
You want to start a Zack Snyder
Zack Snyder blood feud?
blood feud?
Yeah. And I think it would be really
He
tough.
is strong. I don't
Yeah.
think you would be able to
Yeah,
beat
I
Zack
don't think I
Snyder.
would be able to, honestly. So, and that's the thing
Yeah.
with the blood feuds. You don't really get to pick them, don't you? You just have to like engage when something happens that would facilitate a blood feud, it starts, you know.
You feel it. You just feel it.
Yeah, you
You
feel
know
it.
it started. When
Yeah.
You can feel it in your chest.
When yeah, it's like an AI would never be able to tell what a blood feud is. But
No,
you
not
know
at
it
all,
as
not at
as a flesh and blood human. You know what.
I feel
when
it, dude. I feel when a feud has started in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
When I see the way somebody behaves or something they do, and I just feel it in my chest, like you're finished in my mind. You're from now on. You're going to annoy me, and it's not even like a flex or anything, because it's not a good thing.
No, it's
They're
grudges.
not doing anything. You know that one comic
like
of
Joe
the guy
Biden.
being like, "I hate everybody on the streets. Look at this asshole," and then there's an arrow pointing to him, and it just says "normal guy."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the kind of life I'm living, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But
Feels
I
like
can't help it.
Feels like the
I'm
sort of
addicted
thing.
to
Like the thing
feuds.
is that, like, I feel
Memory
like in your
feuds.
case, I'm not. You don't seem to be a guy that would like go through with a blood feud. So I feel that's going to shorten your life quite a bit, holding all these grudges. Honestly, not being
No,
able
I
to-
wouldn't go I wouldn't go through with a blood feud. But no, that's not my point. I was just saying that you can feel it as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel when a feud has started, whether
Yeah.
it's a regular feud or a blood feud.
Yeah.
You know in your heart, like, this person, the way they exist in
Yeah.
my mind and my consciousness has changed
If-
drastically.
If this person was
They're now an enemy.
hanging
They're
off
on
a
an
cliff,
imaginary list.
hanging off a cliff, and they were screaming, "Help me, Ben! Help me!" You would just look away. You would just pretend not
Yeah,
to see
I think
it.
that's the main difference between a feud and a blood feud. If it's just a feud, you would look away. If it's a blood feud, you put your heel on
You'd
their
stomp
hand.
it. Yeah,
You don't stomp it, but you start grinding it. You know?
yeah. No, and then they fall, and it's like, well, it's
Blood
not a
feud
it's
finished.
not a murder when you don't save them. You know.
It's not a murder when it's a blood feud.
The judge in court is like, well, it's a blood feud.
They have to do a lie detector test on
They-
you, and they asked, "Was this a blood feud?" And
Yeah.
if you say yes, and it says true, then they have to
Yeah,
let you go.
you describe it to the judge, and if the judge
Mm-hmm.
gets the feeling, then they go like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, but that becomes more subjective. 'Cause
Yeah, I
what
know,
could trigger a blood feud for you is different for a judge.
Honestly, true, and that's why you need to get,
Especially with the amount
but-
of bullshit they probably have to deal
But
with.
I would imagine that a judge is trained to being impartial in those. So.
Yeah, you fucking think so, huh? Hey, you think that? Let me introduce you to a little group called the Supreme Court.
Oh,
That's right.
all
I
these
went there.
political
This episode is called Ben Goes There.
he goes there.
That's right.
Where
I
does he
went
go?
there.
He goes to the store to buy a soda, a cream soda called Wizard
Dude, I'm so
Tears.
sad you didn't watch Cobra Kai few episodes this week.
Well, you know.
Because I was watching them, it's just reminding me because I was watching them earlier and there was a screen cap in there that I was like, yeah, that's the thumbnail right there.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. That's
We can save
perfect.
it
I
for
can add a
next
couple
episode.
things.
You
Yeah,
can
I'll save
for
it for next week.
episode. You gotta
Yeah,
take
but next
notes?
week I'm going to talk about I Saw the TV Glow.
Oh, okay. Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie I'm seeing on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what if
Before
it's
the
bad?
episode.
Then you won't talk about it anyway.
Well, if it's bad, I'll talk about it. You think, dude, all you do is watch bad movies and talk about them.
No, I sometimes watch good movies. Sometimes I watch. You know, sometimes.
Like, what did you watch this week that was
I
good? I already
watched-
know the answer because you talked about it before.
It was
but-
half good. It was a fistful of dynamite.
Oh,
Although
I meant
and-
Ghost Dog.
Oh, Ghost Dog. Oh yeah, Ghost Dog. It's just that's the thing about it, is that like
Jim
Ghost Dog
Jarmusch.
was a really good movie. So it was like, yeah, this is nice, and then I just let it, pass.
I was
you know.
today. I was considering between. Here's what I was gonna do. I was like, do I watch Ghost Dog or do I finally watch Naked Lunch? And I was like, which one's shorter? Looked them both up, like the exact same length. I was like, fuck.
Fuck.
Well,
God damn. This
I guess it's Naked
this soda
Lunch.
isn't gonna last for both of these. God damn. But yeah.
It was a damn shame.
So I watched Ghost Dog and I watched another movie that's the thing. That's why and Ghost Dog was just a good movie. But then I watched
Yeah.
A Fistful of Dynamite, Ducky Sucker, and then that I held a grudge against. had a blood feud with. That's why it stuck with me, and I remember
blood
that I
feud
watched
against that movie.
Yeah, and I guess it's just like just a nice western, except for the beginning scene, which has like just a random sexual assault in it, and then nothing comes of it. Nothing. It just happens, and then you go, all right, is this supposed to like put anything in this movie? And then no,
Life
it
in
was
the
just-
West.
well, I guess life in the West, right? Which is also
Life in 70s movie production.
yeah, I know it was very weird. It's
60s. I don't know when the film came out.
It's and it
I
goes for
presume it's kind
like
of
the
old.
thing this like the setup for it is so long that you're like, just fucking move on. I was like, fucking just
Yeah.
move on from this. Like the rest of the movie has nothing to do with it. It's interesting because it has one of the characters is a IRA terrorist.
Sure.
And he's into explosives.
He's in.
Yeah, and he has a literal suicide vest filled with nitroglycerin, so if he falls over, he will explode.
Cool.
Which I was like, "Fuck, this is quite cool."
That sounds
I
like
guess.
a joke from Top Secret or something.
Yeah, and he like is in the middle of nowhere, and he falls off and falls over and explodes, and nothing, and he just dies, but nothing gets damaged. But yeah, it's like played straight, you know. He's and it overall is like an interesting movie, right? And it's like pretty interesting, kind of cool. You see like this like Spanish Revolution, like this Spanish in Mexico being kind of pushed out and stuff like that. Which is interesting. Kind of that doesn't really get covered in media that much, you know. You don't see that side of the West a lot, you know. And yeah, but it was interesting. And I watched Ghost Dog, which I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for you to watch, and then we could talk about it, because that's genuinely a good movie. And what
It
did
was a
you
bit of a
think
toss-up.
about Naked Lunch? Anyway.
I liked it, but it's definitely a film that I think if I'm gonna have any semblance of properly what I think about it, I'd need to watch it again.
Yeah, it is a very. Oh, I
It's
would
a
also.
really interesting movie. All I can really say is surface level stuff of like,
Yeah.
it was really engaging. It was well acted, and
Yeah.
all of the sets and the story beats were interesting.
Yeah.
All of the creature effects were
Yeah, the
really,
creature
really
effects
cool,
were awesome.
interesting. I liked the one typewriter that turned into a sex thing. It had like a butt,
Yeah.
and it was like fucking humping constantly.
Yeah,
That was funny.
yeah, it's so.
All the
fun.
different like cockroaches and aliens and shit.
Yeah.
And the weird, just the strange dreamlike nature of it. How that takes place in a area called the Interzone.
Yeah, it's like a fake country.
It's like a
weird-
fake country in
Yeah.
North Africa called the Interzone,
Yeah.
and then there's another fake country at the end called Annexia.
Yeah, and
And
yeah,
it's like it's just very strange. I'd need to watch it again to have like a proper opinion on
yeah. I just like
what I
lo-
even thought it was really about. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly, because it's just so like some of the scenes are so like just interesting. Like the scene where he's talking to like the guy, the husband of the like wife that's in, and he starts talking about murdering her, and he's like, "But I'm not saying it. You're just seeing me. Like I'm actually talking. Like his words start like desyncing from what he's saying, but he's telepathically like talking to him, and I'm like." Just like fuck, you know, just like it's so weird. Like it's just
the bit when he goes to the guy's mansion. He's telling that whole story about the guy who had the trick where he could talk through his ass.
Oh yeah, that's so fucked. Yeah.
All of the aspects of homosexuality in it. You know?
Yeah, it was interesting.
The fact that the typewriter that he talks to most of all speaks through an asshole. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
just weird.
the beginning of the movie, like
A
it has
bug
like
powder.
that. Yeah, the beginning of the movie is really interesting too. Of like all the when he's still in the city, and like
Yeah.
just the sets are just so like
It's like a very
it's-
strange noir film.
yeah, it's just so fucking like crammy and disgusting. Like everything looks so like dirty, you know, and used and stuff. And like his job, like when he goes to like places and he sprays stuff with like the bug spray stuff and the bug powder or whatever, and it's just so disgusting. All the bugs are so like he starts talking to bugs and stuff like that. It's just so good. It's a very interesting film, but like exactly, it's like even looking into the actual story of like how does it cover with their book and stuff. It's just very it's interesting what it actually covers. Like, what's the inspiration for the film? You I don't know. I highly recommend Naked Lunch. I guess it's
Sure. As much as I can recommend a movie I don't fully understand yet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and
that's where we sign off. Thanks for listening. I've been Ben. This has been Mix.
yeah, that's me.
This has been Dead Ensigns, our show where we talk about fucking who gives a fuck.
The boys,
Ultimately.
I think.
We're on Twitter, Dead Ensigns. We're on Twitch, Dead Ensigns. We're on YouTube, Dead Ensigns. You can watch the podcast there. I say watch loosely.
Yeah.
And
You
if you
can
do that, you
watch
can
it.
leave a comment. But if you don't want to leave a comment there, you can email us deadensigns@gmail.com. If you're still listening, Potion Cauldron, Potion,
You can
whatever, sodas, email us, please. I desperately want to hear from
You
you.
can also send us a messaging pigeon if you really want to, and we'll get it eventually. You know.
I don't know if we will get it. I think that thing might get lost. But outside of that, you can ultimately listen to the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, and a whole host of other fucking crap out there. Because they just put it on there for you. You don't even have to do anything.
They just
So
they don't
look it
even
up.
ask.
But chances are, if you're listening to this, you're probably already listening to it on something anyway. And if you are, make sure to rate us and subscribe on that thing that you're listening to it on. And bye.
Bye.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.